Good morning. You're Howard Ellzey, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
And what's your position in IO and ICANN?
I'm a partner here at the firm.
And what do you do here?
I'm an attorney and I practice family law here with the firm in our Newport Richey office.
Do you like it?
Most of the time, yes.
What do you like about it the most?
The main thing is that I get to help people get through the process of what's a very difficult time in their life. Many times the most compelling reasons to help them get through is when there are children involved. Other times there are situations where there's assets involved. And I kind of hate to see people wasting a good portion of their marital assets fighting over their marital assets. So I like to help them get through the process cleanly and efficiently and in a way that allows them to go ahead on with their life rather than living in despair and agony and acrimony and fighting and fussing and all of the things that we typically associate with family law cases. Well, one of the things that I think sets me apart from many other attorneys is while we understand that these are emotional situations for people to go through, there are feelings that get involved. Frankly, the statutes and the processes and the procedures don't have check boxes for feelings, whether you're angry or whether you're upset or whether life is fair or not. So what I can do with my clients most of the time is to acknowledge their feelings and tell them, I understand, I've been through it myself, but we're going to put these feelings in a container right here, acknowledging them. We're going to put them up on a shelf, and when we need them, we're going to use them. But in the meantime, what we're going to do is to focus on the process and the procedures and the mechanics and the numbers and the things that the court is actually concerned with that allows us to get the case through so that you can move on with your life at the end. And if at the time that we may need to get to trial, we can go back to that container of feelings and kind of sprinkle that in as you go. So the client feels like that they are heard, but they're also taken care of in a sense that makes the best financial sense for them.
What would you like potential clients to know about the person that you are?
Well, that number one, I'm going to be ethical in my treatment of them. I know that we're expensive enough as it is already. I'm going to be mindful of the way that we spend our time. I'm going to be mindful of what their goals are, and I'm going to be mindful of what their motivations are. And we're going to talk with them about their case in the context of a cost-benefit analysis.
A lot of people think attorneys just spit out a few words, sit behind their desk in a tie, and the money rolls in and there's no stress, no sweat, and it's an easy day. Any truth to that?
Well, sometimes I don't wear a tie, but it's hard work. It can be stressful if you allow it to be, but if we allow that stress to impact us in a negative way, that's going to impair our ability to do what we need to do.
If you had to come up with one compelling attribute why someone should retain you, what is it?
I had a person one time, actually in the conference room over here, it was a potential client and her friend, and we had our communications with one another. We established the rapport. We talked about issues. We came up with a plan, and she looked over to her friend over there, and the friend says, "Well, what would you tell us about why we should hire you?" And I said, "I wouldn't. You know, we've already had our conversation. You got to know me. You heard me identify the issues. You see the way that I'm communicating with this individual here. So beyond that, I'm not here to sell somebody to try to get them to be my client. Rather, if they want me to be their attorney because of who I am and the services that we offer, I'm more than happy to help if you can qualify to be my client, because I don't always take everybody that walks in the door just because they can throw money down. You know, we have to make sure that there's a good fit."